Hey everyone, I'm DrHamfist. Let's do this. We're going to try the Ironclad again. We've only done one run as the Ironclad on this save, but we did get the first set of unlocks, and I can't remember off the top of my head which cards those were, but let's see if we can't find some of those in the run here. And we will get to choose a starting bonus. I don't think we want to replace our relic. I think the random boss relic isn't necessarily as good as the Burning Blood passive. The choose a card would be an option, and then either of the max health would be. If we go in for max health, I'll probably take the plus 16. I think you go down to 48 doing that. You might go down to 56 doing that. I would expect the max health does heal you. And then as long as we do relatively well on the first few fights, we actually can end up with a lot of max health. And that might let you avoid resting as often when you start with more 4 levels, and then whenever you do have to rest, it makes it more efficient. So I think we'll try this. Yeah, so it puts you to 48. Okay. So I think that should be a fine choice. And we will probably try to get a lot of these unknown events, and then here's an elite. That might be nice. Does that lead anywhere nice at the end? Well, here is a shop. Tons of fights right before it. It's probably pretty good to hit. If we want to go there, I think this path would be fine. We'll try that. Alright, and this iconic fight we always run into. Unfortunately, you do basically eat at least 5 damage on this fight, which means we're already about net 0. Do we want to heal and block the 2? Or defend and block the other 2? I think we will. We'll play this one slow. If we weren't already missing, 43 health, I might be fine with taking that 1 damage. But for this time, I think we'll be double defending and striking nearly every turn, if we're able to. Well, cannot this time. Wait, is he dead though? Yeah, he is. Nearly messed that up. Yeah, counting's important in this game. I'm definitely learning that. So Headbutt's a very good card, and Flame lets us go for a specific strategy. I don't think we would ever take Clothesline here. I think we'll take Inflame. Inflame is very good with your starter deck. If you continue to build around it, it can stay very good as well. Alright, so the Living Wall, we've seen this before. I think what we'll probably do here is transform a card. You'll notice I've just done a cut and the music changed. My OK Google was losing its mind, so I just unplugged it. I think it's about the 3rd time it's made a cameo. We're done with it. Alright, so I think we'll transform a card here. I think we'll transform a card. I think we'll transform a strike. We could do a defend. We only have, I think, 4 defends when we start. I don't think I want less than 4. So let's transform a strike. Oh, I hate that card so much. Alright, well, we got Hemokinesis. I'm not a fan of that card. If we were full health, maybe. We are not full health. I'm not a fan of that card. We'll take the 1 damage to pull Inflame off this turn. I'm also not going to spend the weak potion just to save 1 this turn. It would make the next 2 turns easier as well, but... oof. Here's where we could. I think we'll save it, though. I don't expect we'll take any further damage this fight, so... yeah, we'll probably get him right here. Yeah, so if we're going to avoid using Hemokinesis, it would be Bash Strike. It would be the only way to spend all 3. So it'd be 10 and then 8. And then with the vulnerability, that's enough. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to try to claw our health pull back up a little bit. We're basically just maintaining even right now. Shrug It Off is a good card. Trigger It is a very good card. Especially when upgraded, which this is not. We could go for it. But Sword Boomerang also does synergize with the strength that we have. I usually like to pull some defensive options, but let's try this sort of aggressive build. I think we said we were going to go to this shop. Yeah, so we have to go right. Oh, so the Shining Light. I think we've seen this before. You get to upgrade 2 cards. They're random, and you lose 19 health to do it. I think we're fine with that. We have this weak potion for the elite, if it's looking a little rough. This is a pretty expensive price, but I think upgrading 2 cards and doing a rest rather than a normal upgrade is probably better than upgrading one specific card of our choice. Yeah, so defend and a strike. Honestly, those aren't terrible upgrades. You would never choose them over the other ones, but I would say they're at least half as good as making any specific upgrade you want. Yeah, and we can rest before the boss, should we decide to. Alright, and they are both attacking. Yeah, so we could triple defend, or I'm actually looking at what if we just hemokinesis to kill this one. Or actually maybe this one. We lose the 2 damage, but then 1 defend covers everything he does. Because short of that, we could double defend and strike. We'd still take 2. So we'll take 3. Let's actually waste some of the damage. But then we can double defend. Oh wait, no. Ah! I messed it up moving too quickly. We were supposed to strike him, but when it's down to 1, I don't think it'll be an issue. So that would be 15. We can always just defend afterwards, depending. But here's the question. Will this just kill him, or will he curl up in the middle of the attack? He won't. Okay, excellent. And we will gladly take that poison potion. I think Pommel Strike. Cleave is an option. Cleave works well with strength for group fights. Cleave is relatively bad in a normal fight, though. Pommel Strike is a lot better in a normal fight, but we don't have any sort of hedge against group fights yet, so maybe Cleave is fine. And actually, Armaments is acceptable, especially if we keep our deck relatively small. I think I actually might take Armaments here. Ooh, it makes us take less damage on Hemokinesis. That's a really good card to upgrade. I'm tempted to take the Armaments. I think we will. It doesn't really work with our strength build yet, but we'll take that as our like 1 defensive option. Try to stay a little bit even. I think we will want to rest before the final fight, especially with us hitting an elite next. To be safe, I think we'll get out of the way now. And you can see that one gave us 28. I think it's usually like 24 or so. It might be less than that, I don't know. But you get more for having a larger health pool. So that extra 16 max health we have does give us some extra healing there. And here is where I'm regretting not taking that cleave. Yeah, so after we inflame, Hemokinesis is 1 more damage than Sword Boomerang. Now the cost is Sword Boomerang just goes everywhere. But I think we want to do this upgraded defend and not take any damage. I think we'll do Sword Boomerang over Hemokinesis. The only option would be like putting it on the low health person and trying to clean him up quickly. I think we'll do this and just hope it hits the same person twice. Alright, so him. That's fine. That was sort of the worst person to get hit twice because he has the most health to begin with. But he is now the lowest, so he is now the target. Okay. So we can do Armaments upgraded to defend. We'll take 3. And I don't think we're going to save that 3 to avoid doing 8 damage here. I think we want to clean him up faster than that. Especially with these guys adding these curse cards to our deck, these dazed cards. I think we want to get at least one of them down very quickly. And we should be able to do that this turn. Okay. So yeah, it's just both will take him out. Very nice that neither of the others were attacking. I'm wondering if they just alternate every turn, because that's what we have been seeing so far. So are they both swinging now? That might be just how they work. Ooh. Can we get one of them? I believe we can, yeah. Can we get the tougher one? Oh, wait, hold on. Vulnerable will not work. So if we can just kill him just with raw damage. Yeah, we're gonna take some. There might have been a path to avoid taking as much damage as we're going to here. Maybe somehow using the weak potion. Ooh. At least he's not attacking. Yeah, so he did just alternate again. He'll be attacking this turn would be my assumption. Okay, I think they do just flip back and forth then. Yeah, and I think the big mistake we made last time was splitting our deck in two different directions. The armaments is kind of pulling me away from an offensive deck. I want to make sure I drill an offensive deck moving forward. Have that armaments there to upgrade my actual offensive cards. Yeah, so flex is an option here. I think it's too late to jump ship for barricade. We don't have enough block. I think Warcry honestly might be better than Flex. I think we'll try Warcry. This is the new improved Warcry that costs 0 from the start. So it doesn't make your deck fatter at all because you just draw and choose whatever you put instead of that. And then when you upgrade it, it actually helps you dig. Yeah, so here I bet we'll upgrade. I don't think we'll upgrade Warcry. Armaments is definitely an option. It's a pretty strong first upgrade. It's slightly mitigated by the fact that we have an upgraded strike and defend in the list. I think we'll still take it. Having one upgraded armaments saves you from having to prioritize upgrades nearly as hard. That stays doubly true to this, the thinner your deck is, but armaments is a very good first upgrade. Yeah, these are like identical paths, basically. Left or right on the last one didn't really matter. Upgrade 2 random attacks. Okay, excellent. So we got the hemokinesis cheaper. Not in energy, but in health. It's pretty important. It greatly increases its efficiency. And then here, our random event happened to be a shop. Thunderclap on sale. We can't afford anything but the Juzu bracelet. I don't think we'll pay money to pick this up. I think if we could afford it, the Gyro would be very nice. So Finesse, gain 2 block and draw a card. It's not bad. The thinner your deck is, the better this is. If you can get your deck very, very thin, this actually can go infinite. And we're pretty early into our deck, and Warcry and Flame remove themselves. Do we want to try that? We have another shop later. I don't know if we'll have enough gold. Let's see, because it's going to be 75 and then 100 to card removal. We could try to go for like the cheesy infinite strats. I don't think we'll have enough to do the card removal at the next shop. What would be the other options we'd be missing out on? I don't think really anything. Rupture works well with the improved hemokinesis, but I think we're going to try this. Just go for a very, very thin deck. We already have one card that kind of sort of goes infinite. And as far as what we remove, probably just a normal strike. Yeah, so moving forward, we're just going to try to get rid of cards and not take anything that actually makes our deck fatter, which is almost every card, so we'll be skipping a ton. I actually think I want to start doing that in general. So armaments and defend will be sufficient. Then we could either do an improved strike this turn while he's vulnerable, or get the 3 strength. I think the 3 strength. we want to use a potion because we have them full? Poison him? I don't know. These are all fine potions to hold on to. If we find another one, we can just choose which one's better, if any are, for the boss. I'm not sure we'll find one. Yeah, so here's Finesse. Imagine if I had no cards in my draw pile or discard. I think it would draw itself. You might need 2 cards that are like that. There's one in particular you're looking to pick up with a build like this that does damage and replaces itself for 0. Yeah, Hemokinesis, deal 21. That's so crazy. Yeah, so we can just double block and then either of these. This, probably. Yeah, it seems fine. Then I think he's netting us? No, he's making us vulnerable. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't matter what we put back unless we chose to put back Finesse. There actually might have been a reason to do that. It's just like 2 free block next turn. But he might be dead. He is. Yeah, so here, for example, True Grit actually helps you dig towards that infinite. Disarm's also a good card to pick, though. True Grit, once upgraded, is a lot safer. Disarm, the moment you play it, your deck is already thinner. And the 2 strength is relatively big. You do have to actually spend the energy doing it to get rid of it, though. There's no world where we're taking Cleave here. I think we might take True Grit. It's a good defensive card to help us stall while we also sort of build towards having that infinite. I think we might need a second card before the infinite works properly, but I think we still want a True Grit at some point. Probably want to upgrade it too. We can use armaments to upgrade it right now. Okay. I'm wondering if Strike will be enough to kill the Master in Flame. I believe it will. Then Hemokinesis can grab the other. They aren't just already... Well, yeah. I think we actually can just get them already. Except for one. And that one that we don't get... We'll see. We can probably just... Well, no. We only have 2 attacks that aren't Hemokinesis. So, if we're going to use it, we can just use it here. We lose 2. I think that's fine. Just speed this up a bit. The penny pitching, keep the 2 health, is probably objectively the correct play, but I don't think that 2 health will make or break us. We'll just get rolling. Yeah, so Metallicize is the only option here if we're trying to keep our deck super thin. It's a relatively good card. I just think we don't, like, if we're gonna get down to only having Finesse, we don't need it. And it costs us 1 energy and like one of our card draws to slow us down to getting there. I think we'll skip. And then here, if I was confident we could get 52 gold from this fight, we'd want to go there. I'm not. So the question is, do we want to do an upgrade or a fight? Well, we usually don't want to grab new cards, so I think we want to upgrade. And I think for this one, we want to upgrade True Grit. True Grit lets you choose which card you exhaust, and the 2 block extra. But instead of random, you can play it without risking whatever's in your hand. So it's very good when you're trying to make these sort of infinite builds. I think our deck will do very well against this fight. I think we are going to double defend. Yeah, I think we'll be fine with double defend. And then strike is 13, which is actually more. Okay. Yeah, that first turn vulnerability is pretty nice too. Okay, so here we go. If we play armaments first, we can upgrade this finesse. I'm unsure what happens when we do that. Alright, so it goes to 4. That's actually really big. If you can make this infinite, it doesn't matter. But in the meantime... So we'll probably just do... We can probably just do finesse. Well, I guess we're going to be redrawing whatever we put no matter what. And then here, we can take one to get both the strikes off. We're definitely doing this strike. The other option is just true grit. Like, get rid of the defend, I guess. I think that's fine. I think we'll still be able to get him. And if we really, really have to, we can poison him. Have we got him here? I think Bash Hemokinesis has him, yeah. We're fine with taking those two. We saved one last turn. We'll spend 2 this turn. Alright, so Strength Potion is probably better than... I want to say the Weak Potion. And then I don't think we'll take anything here. Inflame is an option. Anger is not an option, short of us running into an Unceasing Top relic, but we don't have that yet, so not really an option. I think Inflame is actually fine. I don't know how many of these we'd want. We already have one. I think getting one more is fine, though. They go a long way. Alright, and then here, I think this is an acceptable amount of health. You can think of this as missing 15 compared to a normal max health for the Ironclad. So I think we'll upgrade again. The Finesse is definitely an option. We'll always play it every time we find it. When the deck gets very thin, we'll be playing it every turn. I think we will do it. Alright, so here is the Guardian. And he's just going to do a buff the first turn, so we'll just Inflame and then Strike. This is the guy where you can kind of try to have some finesse with when you pop his mode shift. When he takes 2 damage, he's going to flip, so we can probably just hit him next turn when he's swinging a lot at us. Yeah, so he's swinging 32. Well, I don't actually have to defend anything. Well, if I Hemokinesis, that is. Actually, we may be able to avoid doing that. Yeah, so that's already swapped him. Yeah. Yeah, since he gains that 20 block when he switches modes, I think it was definitely correct there to just avoid using Hemokinesis. Yeah, Sword Boomerang is very bad into the thorns that he has. So I think this turn, I think we'll Finesse first before Warcry. And I think we'll save Sword Boomerang for the next turn, I guess. We might just want to get rid of it this turn with True Grit. Yeah, I think we're fine with getting rid of it. It's not terribly good in this fight. It does work well with Strength, and we do have 4 Strength, but with the Thorns, I think we're fine to pass on that. I'm debating poisoning him right now just to speed this up. That Weak Potion also is looking a little bit nice right now, but we did get rid of that for the Strength Potion. Arguably a mistake. Yeah, so we can just double defend. Take no damage. Yeah, I think that's fine. That last defend only saved 3 damage, but if we used a strike instead, we'd take 3 thorns damage, so it actually kind of saved us 6. Okay, so maybe get rid of Hemokinesis. Swinging 20. We can block that with Defend and then True Grit. But do we want to get rid of the Strike or the Hemokinesis? The difference is about 9 damage for 2 health. Just like a 4.5 damage ratio, which is enough compared to where we are right now. So we'll get rid of a Strike. But if think we'll just use this normal strike here. I think once we have him vulnerable from a bash, if we can squeeze one of those in, then we might switch. Alright, so here, straightforward turn. Yeah, so interestingly, Armaments actually is worse than using a normal, like, Defend Plus if everything is upgraded in your hand. So, we're at least doing 1 Defend. And now we're allowed to attack him once because he will go to 9 armor. So I guess just 5 turns of vulnerability is fine. You may have just heard my stomach growl. I'm not sure how loud that is coming through. Probably scrap the unupgraded Defend. We do True Grit and Defend, and then we can Hemokinesis him. We'll take a bit, but get some damage going. Other option is Strike. It only saves us 2. This is a lot of damage. We want to get it in. Yeah, we're doing fine. He's almost lower health than us already. It's very hard to lose to bosses once you've sort of rounded that corner. Yeah, well, I think we actually might have been able to just kill him that turn. It's close. I think not, but barely. But we might have been able to. I'm not certain, but he may have actually just been dead. Oh, I should have scrapped the Armaments. I don't know what I was thinking there. Short of us having an unupgraded card, which we don't. But nothing to worry. We have him. Alright. So, we may even pass up this card even with it being a gold card. We'll see. Actually, Dark Embrace is definitely an option. I don't think Double Tap is. Berserk. I don't think Berserk exactly makes sense. I don't think Dark Embrace does either. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw a card. I don't think it's worth spending energy to get that effect, especially with us having, what, 1 card that exhausts itself? Well, I guess True Grit becomes draw a card. I just don't think that's enough. We'd rather just not draw the Dark Embrace in the first place. I don't think Double Tap works. And Berserk. Berserk, if we are low health, works. You spend 1 energy, it immediately replaces itself the next turn. I don't think we want to consistently be below half, though. I think we're skipping this, which is sad. Alright. So there's no way we'll do Mark of Pain. We're trying to make a very, very thin deck. Wounds will not help that. Tiny House. It's actually an option. We might skip the card, but it gives us just like a bit of gold max health. And this, no, we don't want to add 5 cards to this deck. So we're actually probably just taking the house here. Probably skipping the card. So Swift Potion. I don't think that's better than anything we have. If anything, it might be better than the Strength Potion. I think it's not. I think we'll pass on this potion. Yeah, so Dropkick is probably fine to take if we get our deck thin enough and it consistently just does damage and draws. This can be the damaging piece of the infinite combo, is why we would take it. It doesn't work if they're not vulnerable, so that can just whiff. But we need another card that draws, I believe. I believe you need another card. I believe a card will not draw itself when played. So you need 2 cards that are net 0 energy and draw. And this can be the damaging piece that helps us actually go infinite. So we're going to take this, and then we're going to try to take nothing else forever, and then try to fight the Collector, who we have not actually, I think, seen. We died halfway to him last time that we were going to fight him. So hopefully This run will go a little bit better than last time. We can go beat the Collector and hopefully kill him with an infinite, and then everything after him in Act 3 also with an infinite. Let's see if we can get there. We'll pass up every card and hit every shop we can and remove as much as we can. Definitely hit one of these early ones. High hopes. We'll see if we can do it. See you then.